Hi, Aruna. Good evening. Hi, Aruna. Are you able to hear me? Are you able to speak, Aruna? Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Okay.
Hello, Aruna. I think this will start the moment um, the webinar starts. This will be enabled. Hello, Prashant.
Hi Ratna.
Hello, sir.
Hi Shivani. Aruna. Hi Aruna. Good evening. She's not our Aruna Devi, no?
No, no.
Okay. Hi. You can unmute, ma'am.
Hi. Hi everyone. Hi
Hello,
Ratna.
ma'am. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Document more or less ready. Sam,
Prashant, you're talking to us?
and I think we have about 6 minutes to start.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, good evening, Ramana sir.
Shivani, can you send that link in WhatsApp? Direct
Yes,
link?
yes, ma'am.
When they register, they're supposed to get the link, no?
Yeah, they will get the link.
Some participant saying that he registered, he did not get the link. Good evening, Ravana sir. Hmm. Shivani, link and Priya.
Yeah, ma'am.
Good evening. It looks like it is a fully Pro V team, including KV Ramana. Good evening, Ramana.
Good evening, sir. Thanks for the comment. I'm always part of Provincials.
uh, so nice.
Good evening, Dinesh sir. Good evening, Praveen.
Good
Good
evening,
evening.
Praveen.
Sai Kamal, good evening. Shasta, good evening.
Chesta is ex Novartis.
Yeah, I think now she can unmute. Hi,
Oh,
Chase.
okay. Oh, okay. You, okay. So they could not unmute, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see unmute now. Good evening, PS.
Good evening,
Brahmaji
Brahmaji.
here.
Mm,
How are
nice to
you?
see you. We are doing good. Good evening, Murli.
Good evening, Srinivasan sir. This is
Uh,
Cheshta.
yes.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm
Delhi?
good. I'm unable to switch on the camera. It seems disabled for some reason, but I can see you.
Yeah, good. You are in Delhi, no,
I
madam?
think you
Yes,
can.
yes, in
You
Delhi.
can turn on now.
Okay. Mm.
I will be on and off because I'm working also same time.
No problem. No problem.
Hi Vijay.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, good evening. Good, how are you?
Good, sir. Thank you.
So, uh, ma'am Chesta, you are working for which company now?
I was with Novartis until recently,
Mm.
but now I've moved back to Delhi, so taking a bit of a break.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. So you were in which area of specialization while you were here?
At Novartis,
Ah,
it was more program management and solution development. So
okay,
end-to-end planning and execution of large-scale programs.
okay, okay. Into this new uh, products or molecules, something like
Service,
that.
this was more around services,
Ah, okay, okay.
like analytic services for the pharma
Ah,
companies.
okay. Akhilesh, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Akhilesh, you are dialing from Middle East?
Yes, Qatar.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes.
I could sense. Okay, good. How about Dinesh? Okay, he could not speak.
He's from Kerala. His messaged.
Okay, okay, okay. From Kerala, nice. And Praveen Vivekanandan. Okay, he's from planning.
Shall we start, sir?
Shall we?
Yeah,
Okay,
another
I'm
1-2
from Chennai.
minutes.
Okay, yeah, another 1-2 minutes. Let's.
Yes.
I thought I'll take a small survey before we start. Maybe I should, after probably your introduction, then I should do it just to understand the mix of participants. Mohan, yeah. We'll take another 2-3 minutes. So
Yes,
all
sir.
those who have joined are all our audience, so they won't mind. Mohan, where are you dialing from?
See, this is Murli Mohan only.
Oh, Murli Mohan
So,
only.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So good. We'll meet Ala once more tomorrow morning. I have not sent their reminder mail also. Okay, Ratna, we'll start. We have 15 plus. Ratna, you have something to share, PPT or general introduction?
Sir, I have the introduction, sir.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So good evening, all. So let me know once you see my screen. All right. All right, so good evening all. Welcome you once again for this live virtual webinar on exploring new PMP Eco 2026 and PMBOK Guide 8th edition. So my name is Ratna Kumari. So most of us here are alumni. You would have known Proventure before, but we also have a few people who are joining us for the first time. So we would like to introduce Proventures to start with. So Proventures, we call ourselves as a 360-degree project management service provider. So we are into different type services like product development, people development, governance system and processes, technology automation, and also change management. And we are very, very happy to announce we are into our 20th year this year. So into serving project program and portfolio management services, into trainings, education, consulting. This is our core area of expertise. These are our partners. So we are a partner with PMI right from the beginning, and we are also partner to Zoho. Apart from that, our partnership extends to ProChain, TPG, Intower for risky projects, and also PM for NGOs for NGO related projects. So these are our clients whom we have served for the last 20 years on various capabilities in terms of training, consulting, uh, change management, technology adoption, and all that. These are our professional training services, what we offer. So PMP is the flagship program. And apart from PMP, we do all the other trainings under PMI, right from PGMP or PFMP or ACP. We do scheduling professional, and also we do construction professional, risk management professional training. So we do all type of trainings under PMI, and also we are quite a bit of experience we've got around technology trainings around project management, right from whether it is Microsoft project or Oracle related suite of products or anything around project management. So this is where we are. Okay, so this is about today's webinar. So we are here to introduce the new PMBOK 8th edition, and also to introduce the new content outline, ECO 2026. So we will be seeing these points in the next 2 hours. So right from we'll look at the evolution of PMBOK from 5th edition to 6th and 7th and now 8th. And we'll also dive deep into the PMBOK guide framework and its practical application. And we'll see what's new given in the new PMBOK, new ECO 2026. And also we'll see the shift from the process compliance to value realization, breakdown of principles, performance domains, model methods, and artifacts, and how it is mapped, how the new ECO is mapped to PMBOK 8. So these are the things which we will be seeing. And today webinar will be handled by Srinivasan sir and Prashant. Srinivasan sir comes with around 40 years of industry experience. We are one of the forerunner at Hyderabad in terms of starting delivering the project management related trainings. So sir comes with a wide range of experience handling different programs and portfolios. Same goes with Prashant. So he's our director operations, comes with 15 years of experience. So both are our lead trainers on project management. So they'll be with us taking you through to today's webinar. So you can always pause, or you can always reach out to us, ask questions. Let's understand what is new in the PMBOK 8th edition and also in the new examination content outline. So the change is coming from July 2026 onwards. So your examination is going to be based on the new ECO. So let's understand what this new ECO is all about. So this webinar is going to be for about 2 hours. So as I said, you can always stop us if you have any questions. You can give it in chat. So we will read it out for you. And this webinar has 2 PDUs. So at the end of the webinar, there will be we'll give you a feedback form. So the moment you submit the feedback form, you will be given the 2 PDU webinar certificates, so which you can claim as a part of your PMP or PGMP or any other certification. All right, so this is from us. And with this, I will hand over the session to Srinivasan sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ratna. And just give me a moment. I will share my screen. What I see is a lot of seniors people. Yeah. One second. All right. I'll take a little bit of, we are around 17 plus, I guess. I'll take one little small survey. How many of you are PMP certified in this group? Can you just show a unified reaction, probably either thumbs up or something? Certified PMPs. Ratna, if you can just count and let me know, it will be good. Certified PMPs, Chesta. 5.
Five.
I could see 3, 5,
7,
7.
7, 8,
7, 8.
9.
Let's all our internal also, you can raise your hands. Samuel, Prashant, Ratna, so that it's little unbiased. So I would say probably take it as 10. Okay. Right. Yeah, good. Okay, you can put down. How many of you are in the pipeline aspiring? Either you're not yet attended the training or attended but long ago forgotten. Maybe I would like to restart with new edition. How many of you in that aspiring PMPs? Okay, either trained but not certified, yet to be trained. Anybody? So one Ebenezer, Sai Kamal, very good. Thank you. Sai Kamal, Ebenezer, 2 of them. Okay, okay. No issues. Okay, it is just for me to align myself to the people. I will. It will be useful to both the section of people. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And I'll get back to my this one now. So I'll be covering a good deal of the new project management standard and the body of knowledge. At the end of it, you will also see what's the difference between standard and the PMBOK. And also, we'll briefly discuss about the new exam content outline. And I'm sure for both the groups, those who are certified as well as those who are in the pipeline will find it very useful to see this overview. But we are going to look at it only, say, around 20,000 feet or 10,000 feet. Okay, we are not getting into the nitty-gritties, which of course, when those aspirants dive into 35 contact hours, they will go through it during the prep training and beyond. But I think for us, all those who are around as well as those who are aspiring, this depth will be good enough. But what I would like to hear from you is, let us make it participative. Okay, so most of us know what it is, the past editions, and then how you went through the journey, how it is useful, what is not useful. So you have a great deal depth of things to share. So make it participative, ask more questions, and then we will discuss on that. It will be helpful both for yourself as well as for others, okay, who are active as well as who are passive. For both groups, this will be very useful. If you don't ask, it will be very monologue. I only will keep speaking. Please interact with me. Let us interact with each other. Okay. So that's the thing. Basically, we also have developed this into a a 4-hour module, but that is for a specific audience. I am basically abstracting it from there into 90 minutes. Okay, so we'll be talking in these lines at a very, very apex level. What are the summary of changes? And then we'll step into what is this 2026 PMI standard. Okay, standard for project management as per PMI as well as per ANSI. ANSI also adapts the same thing. And the principles of project management. What are these new thing called principles? For many of you, you would have only known about processes. Okay, so now there is a vast change in terms of building these standards. So we'll discuss a little bit around that. Life cycle models, I'm not going into the depth, but just touch base because there is no change in that. Okay. And then we'll also spend quality time on project management body of knowledge 8th edition. I have one probably about 12 to 15 slides on that part 5 alone. We'll go through interactively. And part 6, I will show you the new eco document, and then we'll try to do an interactive mapping exercise, how it goes. Okay, so that's the goal. Summary of changes. Okay, for a long time, PMI has not adapted to the emerging new concepts. Okay, so most of you know at the end of it, there will be about 20 plus pages of terms and the concepts, okay, which they have updated with newer terms from agile world, from industry domains, and from synchronizing the standards with program management and portfolio management. Okay, for example, there is a great deal of emphasis given in terms of value. Okay, so things like impact, benefit, value. So these were not there early PMBOKs. Okay, around that, those have been added significantly in this new. And then the principles of project management was introduced in 7th edition. That was further refined in the 8th edition. Okay, I'm not going to revisit 7th edition. It was the numbers were more, so we'll just only focus on the current one. And the third one is very significant, reintroduction of process groups and focus areas. So you'll see a nomenclature change. Earlier it was called knowledge areas. Now they are calling it as focus areas. And all veterans in project management, this will give a lot of joy. Okay, so because we all enjoyed learning so many aspects around that. So that one we will look at it in depth. And then of course the performance domain updates we'll see a little bit from eco perspective, from the earlier versus the current. Okay, so those are the 4 broad categories of change. And now let's move on. This edition defines 6 principles. As I told you, previous edition were 12. They abstracted to 6 principles. And again, I have another slide, but the focus here is giving a 3 or 4 tier structure. Okay, the principles comes out of mindset. Okay, how fundamentally we think about project management. Okay, so the top is mindset. From there, these principles evolve. So if you just look at it very briefly, we will look at it, these principles. You will see, look at project management from a proactive mindset. which is adapting a holistic view, embed quality into processes and deliverables. Okay, these are the two principles from a proactive perspective. Ownership, another mindset, which is be an accountable leader and be a build an empowered culture. Okay, this is you can see from a leader perspective and from a team and rest of the stakeholders perspective. Okay, build an empowered culture. And the third mindset is our project management should be value driven. So focus on value and also not just relief from the pain experienced in the past to experience the value in the present as well as near future, and including a sustainability within all areas. Okay, so that is something very new. They stressed a lot the aspect of sustainability into project management. There is a separate certification called green project management, green, okay, certified project manager. So all those things have been added. Okay. Now earlier, for example, people like me, I teach a lot about values, impact, outcome as part of program management. Okay, so now I need to not unlearn, but also add additional learning. Right from the project stage, we need to be value driven. We may not probably deliver value as part of a discrete project, but the project should be more value driven. So that is probably the top emphasis given in the 8th edition. If you say identify what is the topmost, it is value driven. What is second from the top, it is sustainability. Okay, so that is how the new things have gone up, and we'll deep dive more into it as we go forward. As I told you, anytime please unmute, speak or text. Ratna and other team members will be watching and they will give a pass to me so that we can discuss it. So first let's go into the standard for project management. Right from the beginning, PMI always release these two parts whenever they publish. Okay, one is a standard and then second is a guide to the project management body of knowledge. But the form and format in which the standard and the body of knowledge has, varying over a period of time. So this time, this is the standard contains. So they bring in the key terms into the standard. Okay, so the audience should first know some of those very important. Okay, the top 10% or 20% of the key terms. So they are very clearly defined, articulated, and that is part of the standard. So you can see some of them are familiar to you from the earlier standard. Some of them could be new. Okay, artifact, benefit, output, outcome. And project program portfolio was there. Product is something which was basically missing. That has been introduced. And then from the faculty or office perspective, project management, program management, project manager, project management team, project team, and PMO. Okay, and the success value driven system. Governance, lot of emphasis is added in this release in terms of project governance, how it is relates to organizational governance, and then project and operational management very briefly will be touched in the earlier editions. So now they have further expanded it. Okay, so this is these are all part of the standard. Just to expand from that first one, okay, this emphasis is very explicitly expanded here. Project creates value. Okay. And what are the tangible values? What are the intangible values? All those things have been elaborated, okay, in detail. I used to spend almost a half a day on benefits and value in as part of program management. So now you can expect at least a part of it will be spoken in project management. I don't want to dwell too much into it. Maybe at the end of it, we will send you or for you to download these things so that you can further communicate within your teams and stakeholder ecosystem. Coming to organization structure, actually we were missing this after 6th edition. Okay, so you will see this again appearing as part of the project management standard. Okay, so you will see the project oriented structure, matrix structure, balance, weak, strong, okay, and a few more additional one, virtual, hybrid, organic, etc., and how it is compared. Okay, those who are done this in 5th edition, 6th edition, you can very vividly relate to it. In between 7th edition, we missed a lot, and then now these things have been brought in very well. This is other thing. Okay, the product life cycle. Okay, earlier we just learned it in a very definition level, and how product life cycle and program, project, all of them, how do they interact? Okay, so that is being brought out well. You will see on the right side, portfolio, program, multiple programs, in the midst of it, a project, and how the whole product evolves from the beginning, okay, inception to retirement. Okay, how across the stream multiple projects will come up, how they can be grouped into program, and overall how they can be managed as a product portfolio. Okay, so now actually seniors will understand this very easily, but early adapters, okay, the project managers, basically how these things fits in, because we used to have a lot of debates on the relationship between product management and project management, how it fits in. Okay, those things we used to have a lot of debates. So I have just captured the picture and few bullets. More details will be available in the standard and the body of knowledge. These are all part of the project management standard. The next major section in project management standard is principles of project management. I will not go deeper into the principles. I'll only listed them. Probably we can have some meaningful discussion on that. So let's go into that, because I intentionally cut the full principle and then kept only the top of headline of it. Okay. Adapt a holistic view. When we say holistic view, horizontally we can look at it. Project management. Do we have a pre-project to post-project? Okay, when I say pre-project, need assessment, business case, and then how a project is born, and then managing the project life cycle within which multiple development life cycle. Okay, so you have different forms, predictive, agile, hybrid, and then n number of hybrid forms, all these things, and then how the project hand it over to operation, and then how it moves into the product different stages. So that is the view we should have. Now, do we have further breakdown in all of them? May not be. Okay, but the project manager should have this holistic view, and then he will deep dive on his specific project piece. Okay, that is the first thing we need to understand. And then focus on value. Now, many of you who attended my class, okay, we would have known, and also especially in NGOs and foundations. So you will see that activities results in deliverables, deliverables results in product, and product goes through, let's say, the user's hand, and outcome comes up after a change. Okay, when they adapt to the change, the outcome comes, and then benefit flows, and the summation of benefit to minus the cost incurred brings out the value. So you will see how many layers in that. So they have gone up to that. Okay, product, outcome, benefit, and value. Okay, that is the chain they have brought in, and you will see one paragraph description of this principle, and then little more explanation and examples. And then embed quality into processes and deliverables. Now you will see this impact in the so-called knowledge areas, now focus areas. Okay, they have actually removed project quality management as a separate vertical, and then embedded into the project integration management, and renamed it as project governance as a domain or a focus area. So that is this implementation of this principle into the body of knowledge is done in that way. Okay, embed quality into processes and deliverables. So there is no separate vertical. In fact, I used to spend a lot of time telling the people when we talk about project quality management. Okay, quality is basically embedded into scope, and it is scheduled, and it is resourced, and it is budgeted. All these things are done. Now, what are you going to do as part of project quality management? Something new. And then we introduce metrics, QA, QC, QM, quality management planning, etc. So now all those pains, basically they removed it and then integrate it. But of course, in terms of the discrete processes will continue to remain. Okay, perform quality assurance, perform quality control will be there. Let's go and see where it figures. Okay, probably you can figure it out. And of course, from a people dimension, be an accountable leader. Okay, that is the principle that it aligns to the mindset. Okay, so it is again, if you see a lot of debates, if you see when Agile World was introduced, they made project manager like a junk. Okay, this will be taken care by product owner, this will be taken care by so and so. What is the need of project manager? You can just remove them out. I saw when I attended one Agile workshop, I was literally into pains. Okay, anyway, just to do something they can do, but nobody can change it. But on the other hand, PMI also strengthened, okay, the role of project manager to be a accountable leader. Integrate sustainability within all project areas. So that means we see in the holistic view, everywhere from the beginning to the end, sustainability should be part and parcel of the project. And then build a empowered culture. So that means empowered teams, empowered stakeholders. At every level, it is our role, project manager's role, to empower the people around us. So this is how they have simplified and then put that principles. Now, any comments? I don't have too many slides on this. So If you want to have any comment or question, you can ask now.
Yeah, I think yes, this is Brahmaji. And the accountable leader, so there must be some delineation and between sponsor and the project manager. The
Yes,
accountability
Brahmaji.
hugely lies with the sponsor, I believe. And PM is more responsible for the delivery.
Yeah, there's a good deal of that R&R definition is spent in this edition. Okay, but if you look at it, everyone in their own spheres of influence, they need to be an accountable leader. Okay, that is the dimension it is brought in, number one. Number two, combining agile methodologies into the traditional methodologies. It also stresses a lot on the task accountability, deliverable accountability, empowered teams. So those kind of things also brought in.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Let's move on. Life cycle models. There is not much, but if you all know, when they released the 6th edition, they gave a companion guide, agile practice guide, about 120 plus pages. Okay, which will have, yeah, you can say that a sandwich document or an addendum document. But now they have integrated that into the main project management body of knowledge. Okay, so that is what is done here, and that goes through a lot of refinements. Okay, and it is not the entire 103 pages is built into PMBOK, but they have distilled it and then brought into it. Okay, so otherwise it is the same. So I just brought just this one slide. Okay, as we move, okay, from certainty to uncertainty. Okay, incremental delivery, adaptive. Okay, how we need to follow a mixed approach in terms of choosing multiple development approaches and models. Okay, so that has been integrated into it. Okay, so now we will move into this performance domains or focus areas. They have actually gave a lot of introduction. That will be interesting to say. So that's why I brought this slide. If you look at it, community input for the PMBOK 8th edition guide overwhelmingly recommended updating the project performance domains to include and integrate various project management concepts described in the previous editions. If you look at it, they indirectly mention, hey guys, don't ignore the 6th edition that came up with a lot of research and enhancement, because 6th edition was 600 plus pages, 7th edition was 150 pages. Okay, so that was the community feedback they received, and then they responsibly brought them into it. Second, project management knowledge areas are fields or areas of specialization that are commonly employed within when managing projects. They are historically defined in previous editions as a set of processes associated with a particular topic. That means scope, schedule, resources, etc. So this edition synthesizes those knowledge areas with other accepted concepts into 7 project management performance domains. Okay. Now you see the change. The 10 knowledge areas are merged into 7, and then they are now called as performance management domains. Why? Because In program management and in portfolio management, they are called in that way. Okay, performance management plan, not as knowledge areas. And then project management processes are formalized series of logically connected activities, okay, that manage a project throughout its life cycle. This edition includes a selection of 40 non-prescriptive processes. Okay, they are very careful. These processes are not prescriptive and that can be adapted. That means adapted, tailored to your specific application, as well as varied approaches in terms of life cycle models. Okay, to tell you the truth, earlier we had 49 processes. Again, some of them were merged, regrouped, and then brought into 40 processes, 7 domains, and 5 process groups. Okay, so you will love to read this new edition, and this is the summary. And then they spent quite a good depth of how you should tailor these processes to your specific industry and specific model methodology. So tailoring consideration and examples are inserted into each performance domain. These considerations and examples illustrate how practitioners can apply context-specific adjustment to individual processes. I mean, there is no black and white answer. Okay, only the how to tailor as an SOP it is given, but it is our wisdom based on our domain expertise and then project management domain expertise, we need to tailor it. And any certified PMP with a good deal of experience in their respective domain, actually they can do that. So this is the probably executive summary of change in the 8th edition. Okay, and then I'll move on to the details. But I'm sure many of you who are certified PMPs will have some comment on it. What are your comments? My one request to probably Prashant and Sam, please keep the updated process flow chart PDF document so that at the end of this workshop we can show it to the community how we reworked on the framework. Okay, I'll leave it to 1 or 2 questions or your feedback and comments and opinion. That will be appreciated. No thoughts? If no, I'll move on. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, so in the third point, if you see the logically connected activities that are managed in project throughout the life cycle. So if it is logically connected, then what is the meaning of non-prescriptive processes? What exactly this term intend?
Okay, very good question. If you go and look at the process inputs and outputs, you will see that they have increased the numbers, but in the tailoring guidelines, they'll say that you can choose the inputs and outputs as well as the connections between different processes according to your specific methodology. Okay, it's like this. For example, very simple, easy to understand. Okay, if you are following an agile approach, time boxed, okay, then things like critical path analysis, critical chain scheduling, and these things probably may not be relevant at all. Okay, because it will all change. Okay, where you are just moving in the form of sprints which are time boxed, and then there is a cadence in terms of release. So there is no parallel path and critical path. Okay, it just move on. Okay, so that's how we feel this is non-prescriptive processes. Do you get it?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, all right. This is just one sample case. Another case probably would be, for example, procurement management was very tightly integrated in the 6th edition up to 6th edition. But now they have brought few things into governance, that is integration management, things like make or buy decision strategy. And then the entire process framework of procurement management, they have moved it into appendix. Okay, because if you decide to buy, to contract, refer to that procurement management, they get into pretty lot more details into that project procurement management, but it may not be applicable for everyone, but those who are relevant, go and read and apply in depth project procurement management. So these are the nice things they have done. Okay, but exam aspirants have to read everything. Okay, let's move on. This will be, I think, will be very interesting to many of you. So the core sections, all the, I guess, knowledge areas are brought into one section. Okay, within that, each knowledge area is further given as subsection. Within each subsection, okay, you will see different contents, but for each knowledge area, the tailoring guidelines are given, the inputs, outputs, the processes, okay, were brought into account. Okay, now they have constructed it little differently. Again, I'll tell you, the knowledge area section will have table. Okay, what are the inputs? What are the outputs? But you will see in the earlier editions, a lot of repetitions will be there. Okay, because you see that inputs and outputs are repeatedly used in different processes. Now you cannot repeat everywhere. At the same time, you need to bring difference. Okay, so it was a little painful for the exam prep people as well as for the applications. Now what they have done here is they list the input and output, but the description and all will be there as a terminology section. Okay, project charter means it will be described in only one place, which is in the final terminology section. Like that, every term will be, there are about 400 such terms, well defined, and then simply quoted in the knowledge area and the processes. They will not give details. So that way, each knowledge area used to be 75 pages, okay, in 6th edition. But now, probably it will be around 8 to 10 page, not more than that. So overall PMBOK size reduced to something around, I don't know. Prashant or Sam, please make a note of it and then give us the page-wise description, how it looks like. Okay, so this is nice. Okay, for people who read also will find it very easy. They don't need to, do a lot of things, different places, different context that reduces. The same is the case with tools and techniques. It will be centrally defined and applied in multiple processes. Okay, so that you uniformly quote, and in the tailoring, probably you can do variation. Okay, how you do the different tools in different places. I hope you are getting the point. Otherwise, as we go forward also, we can connect it once more in the context. So domains, and then the tailoring, a major section, core sections, input, outputs, tools and techniques. Okay, these are the 4 core, and the domains, you will have further subsections. okay, in terms of each scope, schedule, etc. We will see them as we go forward. Now, if I put them together, okay, it looks like this. Okay, a proactive ownership, value-driven mindset is at the center. Okay, the mindset should be proactive, ownership, value-driven. And then surrounded in the first circle, the 6 principles, we looked at it. And then in the second circle, these 7 performance domains. Where do we start? We'll start with governance. Okay, governance is the domain. Earlier it was called project integration management. Now it is called project governance management. That looks good. Okay, really good. And then scope, schedule, and the cost management is renamed as financial management. Okay, but not too many financial principles are brought into project management. Okay, but everything is in one domain. Again, as part of tailoring, if an infrastructure wants to introduce P&L, they can introduce it. Okay, like that, that is, I would say, unified. Project financial management, program financial management, and portfolio financial management, something like that. Stakeholders, we all know. And then project resource management, project risk management. So what are the 2 areas that are missing? Quiz for somebody. What are the 2 areas that are missing?
I mean, I may be wrong. Integration was there in the 4th edition. I think
Integration was there 4th, 5th, 6th also, 7th also. Now it is renamed as governance. So it is still there, same set of processes. Okay. So what is missing?
Quality and communications.
Very good. Yeah. So quality is merged with governance. Communication is merged with stakeholders. And there is one more missing. What is that?
Procurement.
Come again?
Procurement.
Procurement, yeah. Okay, so part of procurement is merged with governance, and a well detailed procurement framework is given it in the form of appendix. Very good. You all have understood well. Let's go into the details. So I'm just putting in those framework on the right side. So you will see the 6-7 domains on the rows: governance, scope, schedule, finance, stakeholders, resources, and risk. And those 5 process groups are renamed as project management focus areas: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and closing. Okay, so this is the change. And I should have prepared a Kahoot. Okay, it would have been interesting. It's okay, we'll do it in the next workshop. And the intersecting components are the processes. Okay, so I think as we discuss each area, we will go and discuss on the missing links and additional things. Okay, let's not look at it here. So just remember the number 40 processes. Okay, that is what it is, and that are spread across these 5 focus areas and 7 domains. Okay, it is hard for me to recollect because we keep teaching day in and day out. Okay, knowledge area, process group, or the terminologies comes to my mind. Okay, shall I move on to individual areas? This is just to give you a bird's eye view. We'll discuss more as we go into specific areas. Okay. I did not bring input output table. If you want, I can pull out any one sample later. But I'm giving you the process overview. Once again, I want all certified PMPs to brush your memory, bring out what are the change, what is missing, what is added, etc. So this is governance performance domain, which was earlier called integration management. So you see initiate project or phase, planning, integrate and align project plans, and then plan sourcing strategy. Okay, executing, manage project execution, manage quality assurance, manage project knowledge. Monitoring, monitor and control project performance, and assess and implement changes. Okay, close project or phase. Okay, as we go through each area, I want to make it as a kind of little competition. Okay, please unmute and tell yourself what's added, what is changed, so that it will be a quick remembrance for you people as well as others.
Sir, assess and implement changes.
Very good. Earlier it was called integrated change control.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it is renamed as assess and implement changes. Good. Then more.
I think plan sourcing strategy.
Excellent.
Would be the one.
Okay, it was not a process earlier. As part of plan procurement management, it will be there. Sourcing strategy is more of make or buy decision. Okay, now
So
that has been expanded and given to governance, plan sourcing strategy. Very good. Next.
Manage project knowledge. I think it was earlier as lessons learned documented, correct?
It was there in 6th edition. It was, I think, same name. We need to look at it. But the new addition is manage quality assurance. Okay, so that they have brought in from quality management. So overall 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3, 9 processes. Okay, earlier I think it was 6. Yeah, from 6 now they increased to 9, one of the heavy area. But I think all certified PMPs, you can easily relate. I don't really need to expand on it. Shall I move on? All right, I'll move on. So if you look at it earlier, assess and perform integrated change control will be very cumbersome. There are about 13 inputs, and then the other things. Now basically they simplified it. Okay, where all changes may come from. Okay, all those except integration, all other 6 domains are listed here. That will come as in corrective action, preventive action, defect repair, and then new changes to update. And then you do a impact analysis again from all those related area perspective, and it will result in approved, rejected, deferred, and recycled with more information, asking for more information. Okay, like this, there are number of beautiful illustrations are there. I didn't bring all of them. You can go and look for yourself. Okay, let's move on to scope. Initiating, no. Closing, no. Executing also, no. Okay, and then planning. Plan scope management, elicit and analyze requirements, define scope, develop scope structure. Okay, and then monitor and control scope and validate scope. Okay, a quick quiz. What has changed?
I think there was some process in the execution.
Create WBS is missing.
just renamed as scope structure. Okay. That is because in a complex project, basically there are different ways to develop work breakdown structure. Basically, it starts with a project can be divided into sub-project. And another variant is, if it is a product oriented, it will be PBS, product breakdown structure. And then for each component, there will be a life cycle. That will result into work breakdown structure. And then if you look at agile methodologies, it will be split into requirements, okay, or functions and features. Okay, it is not work scope. Features will drive the project. So they debated. I mean, these are all my assumption. Huh? I didn't sit in the panel or anything. So they just brought into a generic term called develop scope structure. Now, as a probably you might be a faculty also, so you need to bring this variant. Otherwise, participant will say that earlier was very good, but now they made it very bland. Like that, they may say. So we have to tell them why it is so. Okay. And then again, you can see collect requirements for the previous process. And collect is a very generic. Okay, in some areas, specificity changed to generic. In some areas, a generic word is made more specific. Here it is elicit and analyze. That's what we do it. Okay, in collect requirements. So that brings the change. Otherwise, it was the same. There is no increase or decrease in number of processes. Okay. Please, if you have a question, unmute and speak. And this is one example I have brought in. I'm not going to show this in all areas, all domains. For each domain, a kind of validation of the result. If you perform this domain and the related processes, what should be the outcome? How do you measure it? So that they have brought it. Okay, because the process is not just for the purpose of fulfilling some ritual or we are doing. Okay, there is a goal should be there, and then how to validate. Okay, so probably we can take one example here. We'll take the third one. The project is aligned with the business objectives and strategy. Okay, when you do the scope, okay, this outcome should be achieved. Now, how do I validate it, check it? The business case and the organizational strategic plan, okay, should be well aligned. A business case should not be approved if it doesn't align, strong alignment is not there with the organization goals. That is the check. Okay, so business case is a tangible deliverable. Along with other project authorizing documents, it could be charter, etc., etc. Okay, so you'll see that how do I check the project is aligned with the objectives and strategy? So the check is, do you have a valid business case, approved business case? Right, good. How you translated this business case down the line so that the team understand the nuances? I'll say here is a project charter, like that. Okay, so what is the outcome as a result of performing these processes, and what is the checkpoint? So tomorrow, if a PMO conducts an audit and they will go and look for these checkpoints, okay, the team should have that. Okay, like that for every domain or performance domain, you will see 6 to 8 outcomes and checkpoints. Okay, if you are a faculty, tomorrow you should know how to translate it to the student. Otherwise, sometimes it will be very vague. We need to introspect more on this. This is a common section in every performance domain. This is fascinating. This is an area, or this was an area, I think second largest in terms of the processes, schedule performance domain. As before, in the scope, no initiating, no closure, no executing. It is the same. But when it comes to planning, there are just two processes. Plan schedule management, which basically gives you a manual SOP process document, how to develop schedule, how to maintain schedule. And then develop schedule, only one process. Okay, they abstracted all those steps into one process, and then monitor and control schedule, which was there before as well. Okay, so that is the thing, but they have expanded it like this. Okay, 4 steps to develop schedule: define activities, okay, sequence activities. Now it says determine sequence, estimate effort and duration. Okay, it is not related to resources. You need to objectively estimate the effort and duration, and then adjust the schedule. Okay, so that means it might involve additional tasks. It might involve some change of sequences. Okay, it may involve re-estimating the effort and duration. So adjust. Okay, and of course, we also have other things like schedule optimization, etc., etc. All of them are part of those adjusting and optimizing the schedule. Okay, so develop the schedule is the process, and these are the steps to develop the schedule. Is there anything more? Yeah, scheduling approaches and methods. Okay, location-based scheduling, lean scheduling, and schedule and deliverable alignment. Okay, so we all know, okay, location-based scheduling could be the master schedule. Lean scheduling should be at the site level schedule. Okay, again, in alignment with some of the construction management practices. Okay, where we have something called look ahead plan, last mile plan, and the master plan or roadmap. Okay, so in that way, scheduling is a little bit more explained to adapt to different domains. There are more to it. I did not bring everything here. If you have any question, we can discuss. Otherwise, we'll keep going. Financial performance domain. Okay, so not much of changes. You see, plan cost management is now changed to financial management. Estimate cost, determine budget now is changed to develop budget. So I have to change my teaching method. Okay, I used to say why it is not develop budget, why it is called a determine budget. So now PMI is used to reverse all those terminologies. No issues. Monitor and control finances. Okay, so that is the part. All contents remains the same, including EVM and many other tools and techniques. Stakeholder performance domain. This is interesting. I used to say the stakeholder should come first or in the middle. Why it is kept as a last area? Okay, now they changed it. They brought it in place of communication management. Okay, identify stakeholders, plan stakeholder engagement, and plan communication management. Manage stakeholder engagement and manage communication. Monitor engagement and monitor communication. Okay, so literally they just concatenated both the areas. Okay, earlier it used to be 4 plus 3, 7. Now all the 7 are integrated into one performance domain. I want a couple of comments from this, from your people. Any comment? It is good or not good?
I think they could have done this long back, maybe in PMBOK 6 itself. I don't know, but this seems to be a little bit smart way.
Thank you. Expected, yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah,
So, you see a distinction between engagement and communication. Okay, now both are critically important for the success of the project. Stakeholders are to be well communicated and also engaged. So the trust is there on both sides. Okay, so it helps us to uh, kind of differentiate between how communication and engagement. At the same time, they are all part of one umbrella, okay, as part of stakeholder performance domain. Very good.
And just a thought here. I mean, I'm seeing the closing window and I don't see anything there. Maybe something like a feedback loop just to when you're closing the project, for next time. So just having that, maybe, one could, because that is one what we do practically whenever we are closing something, a feedback loop becomes very important for continuous improvement. So just a thought there.
Yeah, it is correct, madam. What happened is the closing process has been significantly enhanced because it is an integration or rather governance process. As part of close project or phase, all that we talk about come in the form of activities. Okay, so if you look at it, they have to do every area domain closure. Okay, risks to be closed, schedule to be closed, financial closure is involved, resources are to be appraised and sent, returned, uh, lessons learned to be closed. Then, so every area will be there. So if we start defining, probably we may have to define 7 processes. Okay, closing alone, one each for each domain. So they would have taken up a stand. Should we define 7 closing processes or keep one closing processes and then put them all in the form of activities? Okay,
Sure.
activities
Yeah,
and
makes
checklist.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they would have
Okay.
done that. Okay, but it's a very, very
Okay.
valid
Thank you.
point. It is there as part of closing process group.
Sure. Thank you.
Resources, not much of change. In fact, I would say it is exactly the same. Plan resource management, estimate resources. Okay. And then acquire team will be there, but now acquire resources because it is applicable for all types of resources. And then lead the team and monitor and control resources. Okay, so what is missing? Anybody? I think there is nothing missing. Acquire project team.
No, develop the team is missing. There is a chart, sir.
Okay. Develop the team, manage project team. There were 2 processes. They have merged into one process, lead the team. Okay. Now, leadership and management are integrated. Okay. So good observation. Thank you.
Actually, sir, this is a little weird because in the schedule performance process, they have put develop budget and they put the estimation as an activity over there. Estimate cost. Over here, they put estimate resources as a this thing. I mean, they should put it as develop team and put estimate resource as one of the activity. It was a
Okay.
little weird. Anyway,
I'll tell you. It's a very interesting observation. I'll go back to schedule. Okay, if you look at it, it is scope. Yeah, schedule steps. If you look at it, estimate effort and duration. Earlier, it was actually 2 processes. Okay, estimate duration was part of schedule. Estimate, resources. Okay, that means indirectly resource effort. Okay, was part of the resource management. Okay, I would say still it is incomplete. Okay, but probably to some extent it is not just effort estimation alone. Okay, if I go deep into it, here itself it should come. Construct scope, it should come. Construction management will say estimate scope. Okay. If it is like a running meter or a tonnage, they all call it as a scope estimation. But now PMI treat it as estimate effort. And here estimate resources. Okay, so I think we need to go into the details to see, but estimate resources basically related to type of resource, quantity of resource, and yeah, okay, that is around that. Acquire includes all types of resources. Okay, that's how they simplified it, but we need to go in depth. Now, estimate resources and estimate effort actually will lead to estimate cost. Okay, both has its own dimension to do the costing. Okay, but it's a good observation. It's always iterative. You all know it. Okay, estimate duration, estimate effort, estimate resources, estimate cost. All four probably can be put into a circular loop. Okay, let's keep going. Risk performance domain. Plan risk management, identify risk, perform risk analysis, plan responses, implement responses, and monitor risk. Okay, a simple change which confused many people for many years. Finally, they resolved it. What is that? I thought people will jump into answers. So what is the
There is a chart,
change?
sir. Qualitative and quantitative analysis is merged.
Merged into one. Wonderful, wonderful. That's the right thing to do, and they have done it. Okay, but see, what is qualitative, what is quantitative will continue to remain the same way, but the confusion will get removed by merging it into one process. This is interesting. Okay, long ago, different authors, different faculties will bring different definitions for this quadrant. Okay, unknown, known, what does it mean? Known, what does it mean? Known, unknown, what does it mean? Unknown, what does it mean? Okay, I don't want to get into the details, but you can read it later. Unknown, known. Okay, it is a hidden fact. Knowledge exists in the community, but not with the entity. The team doesn't know. It is there outside. Okay, that is unknown, known. I do not know, but it is there somewhere around, hidden fact. So that means I need to involve SMEs and the community expert judgment to bring out those kind of risks, unknown, known. Okay, let's go directly opposite. Known, unknown. There is knowledge to identify the probability and impact. This is the classical risk that we do. Okay, so we understand the plan, we understand the assumptions that were made. Based on that, we will assess the probability and impact. Largely, our risk management revolves around this quadrant, known, unknown. Unknown, which is very common. Okay, emergent risk. They have given a beautiful name. Knowledge does not exist within the sphere of influence. That means both within our entity as well as probably little known surroundings. Okay, community or SME, but it might come as we go. Okay, everyone thought UAE is the safe haven for investments and other things. Who knew that for so many days those kind of airports will be closed, refineries closed, etc. Okay, so that is the unknown. Known. Okay, managed as part of scope. They are not risk. Okay, and that needs to be planned. I guess this is a useful takeaway for all of you. If you don't have any question, yeah.
For is it emergent risk that contingency management applies broadly?
Yeah, that management reserve. Okay,
Yeah,
good, you
reserve.
brought it out. Management reserve is for emergent risks. Contingency risks for no classic risk, which are accepted actively or passively. Okay, that is contingency reserve. Known is the plan and the budget what we have provided. Unknown should be brought into classical risk by involving appropriate stakeholders. So we should not think that our team knows everything. So we need to bring some third party SMEs, okay, to bring that unknown known. Good. You brought a nice point, Brahmaji. Any other question? Like this, you will see a lot of sweet spots in the 8th edition. In fact, we are all very passionate about this critical chain project management, which was brutally removed in the 7th edition, and now it is brought back, okay, in the form of a technique, and it is explained well. This is, I think, risk management was the last area, and then it moves on to the tailoring. A good depth of tailoring was provided. Okay, I just brought only one slide to explain the steps in tailoring. So the first step is select an initial development approach. Okay, because the entire systems approach to project management in terms of width and depth depends on the development model and methodology. Okay, so that is the first step you need to choose. Okay, what is the project lifecycle development model that we are adapting? Okay, that is the first level of tailoring. Second level of tailoring, modify based on the organizational and of course the customer requirements. Okay, the model should be tweaked first. Are we going to with pure predictive or hybrid? If it is hybrid, based on the requirement and the features and the urgency, how it is for us. Then next, adjust based on size, criticality, and other factors. Size of the project, urgency of the project. Okay, and then comes tailor for the specific project. Okay, based on the size, criticality, and other factors, tailor for this specific project. And then don't stop it. Keep it as an ongoing improvement. The tailoring should continue as we go through the process as well. Okay, so this is how there are a few more steps to detail it and explain it, but I just brought only the summary of it. Development approach, organizational level tailoring, project level tailoring, ongoing tailoring. Okay, so that's the part that we need to look at it. How and all will be explained more down the line.
Sir, is this steps for the tailoring process,
is
it modeled around PDCA?
No, Ramana, no. The tailoring was there even before that, but now it is stressed a lot more from the perspective of approach, life cycle approach. Okay, so you will see a kind of layered approach. Okay, for example, let's say I am into some molecule development. Okay, so it will any drug development. So the first approach is we are going for a hybrid. Fine. Next, within hybrid, okay, where the predictive element comes, where the adaptive element comes, okay, where the incremental element comes, if it is a long roadmap. Okay, there will be some branches and all coming up. And then probably the organization, because as an organization, what is our methodology to do these things? So they will bring additional validations, etc., etc. And then for this specific project, okay, what are the tailoring that we are going to do? Organizational tailoring will look from a compliance perspective, all those things. Okay, hard dependency, soft dependency, etc. Project level tailoring from the contractual customer perspective, what tailoring we need to do. So it is that kind of layered. And I believe when you go to the level 3 tailoring, you should not violate level 2 and level 1. Okay, so that we maintain that integrity of upstream tailor approaches.
So one more question, sir. This tailoring process, will it have any impact on the scheduling and the resource planning, whatever we would have done earlier?
100%. 100%. Okay.
So the scheduling and resource planning need to be taken into consideration only after we do the tailoring process.
That is why this will be brought into governance. Right at the inception, initiations level, you need to pick up what should be the approach. And again, you need to look up to organizational process asset, which will have the org level tailoring. So, yeah, nice. Okay, these are to be done as part of governance.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. So this needs to be established as you said, knowledge base or organizational process asset. The step 2 or the stage 2 tailor for organization, once that is done, and make it available, and then I think every project will have, I think, make use and do further tailoring based on project requirements.
Correct.
And then step 4 will further input into, I think, step 2 or amend or whatever that knowledge base or process asset.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. And if you look at it, I'm telling you, there are many organizations now, the development approach, I mean, including some of the very flagship companies, okay, that selected the initial development approach and organization level, they just stopped. 20 years back, 25 years back, they would have done it and then hard-coded it into the selected tool. And I have seen it visibly in many organizations. Okay, they never got into this ongoing improvement and then putting it back into the organization level repository. They have not done it, and they suffer.
Is it introduced recently, this concept? Because I didn't remember, or
it is introduced from 6th edition onwards, and then stressed heavily in the subsequent time. 6th edition will be very brief. 7th edition they spoke a lot, but the solid meat was missing. And 8th edition they have bridged the gap.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so quickly let's move to this. What is this PMP 2026? Okay, so probably you are all certified PMPs, many of you, but you can mentor others and give a kind of comfort feeling. Okay, because in fact, a couple of our people have attended the pilot exam, but still the results have not come yet. So let's go and look through this. July 2026 is going to be the due date to implement this, but they have already published the new ECO. The new exam will be 185. I think they added 5 more questions. Earlier it used to be 180, 175 plus 5. Now it is 180 plus 5. Rebalancing the domains. We'll see a little more in detail. People from 42, they reduced to 33. Process from 50, they reduced to 41. And the business environment, they increased it. Okay. It is not 86%. I'll come back to it later. Okay. So there is some, it is not, I think it is somebody who developed this picture made a mistake. That's fine. PMBOK 8th edition, we already seen. Important timelines. Pilot window is over and study resources are available from April onwards. Okay, so that means the service providers are expected to adapt it and then start training courses from April onwards based on the new things. Okay, however, the exam on the new eco will begin only from July 2026. Okay, so April, May, June training courses will be there on 8th edition, and those people will start taking exam from July onwards. People who have trained on the earlier can continue to take exam till June 30th. Okay, so that is the overlapping period they have given between ECO 2021 and ECO 2026. Okay, it may be useful for you to tell others. Okay.
Just a question.
Yeah.
PMBOK 6 was like process based. I'm not sure about 7 because I did not really look at 7. When did the principle based come? Is it 7 or is it 8 currently?
Good question. The principle based came in 7th edition.
Okay.
Okay. But what they did is in the 7th edition, the principles and domains, performance domains. Okay, they kept all that 10 performance domains and then they defined 12 principles. The performance domain is simply a 1-page expansion or 1 to 3 pages detailed description of the domain. Okay, it is like a small executive summary. Okay, so the process, artifacts, techniques, all of them, they said you go and refer to PMI standards plus. Okay, but no one had time and interest to go into their website, do an enrollment, to go into the details. I would say it was a miserable failure. Okay, now in the 8th edition, they further simplified the principles, further expanded the domain and the processes they have introduced. The details of each input output tool technique they have brought into the common umbrella. Okay, so it's a nice way to teach, to study and comprehend. Okay, it was good. So that's how the change happened between 6th to 8th. Now let's look at it. Now this is, please don't get confused. When we say eco domain, it is different from performance domain. Performance domain is part of project management body of knowledge. Okay, exam content outline domain are these 3: process, people, business environment. Okay, and process, there were 50% weightage. Now it is reduced to 41. People, 42% weightage. It is reduced to 33. And the business environment, which was 8%, and then that is increased to 26%. I will open the eco document and then explain you Why it is? Because overall nothing has changed. It is only a redistribution of tasks to be performed, okay, within each domain. It is only a redistribution. Otherwise, the content level may be slightly increased. Okay, it is not decreased, and it is the same. Importance of people is not reduced. Importance of process not reduced, but the process, the business environment is enhanced. Okay, we'll go and look at it. I guess. Okay, please. I'm sorry. The previous picture confused you. It is not PMI's picture. It is somebody's picture. Okay, I think it is still 180, 240. Okay, Prashant or Ratna, can you visit the PMI website and confirm before we close this workshop? 180
Yes,
or 185 questions. Okay, just look at it. And in terms of eligibility, they have slightly expanded. Earlier, it used to be 7 or 8 years. Okay, now it is extended to 10 years. Okay, you can demonstrate experience 10 years from today, backworked. Okay, that is what they have done. And then few more. Okay, it is not really applicable to India, but look at the other tier 2, tier 3 nations as well as developed countries. There is something called apprenticeship and then PMI accredited colleges. If they have studied project management, they can directly become eligible for PMP. All those things they have introduced. Okay, but for us, literally, there is no change. So that is the part. Content and focus area adds topics like AI, sustainability, and enhanced stakeholder engagement. Shifts focus more to outcomes and value. We have seen it. That is also reflected in the eco document. Okay. We have seen this 15th December, 5th to 30th, that's over. April is going on, and July, from July it will be effective. Okay, you need to pay for, okay, these things I think it's not relevant. What you may have to remember is the people who have taken Eco 2021 probably can use the same credits to apply beyond July, but it is their responsibility to upgrade themselves to the new curriculum, new body of knowledge. Okay, it won't become invalid. If I say it again, someone have taken PMP training in 2025. Can they take exam beyond July 2026? The answer is yes, but they need to upgrade themselves because the question pattern and all would have changed. Okay, that is something you need to take that into account. That's the part of it. I'll just any questions are there, please ask. And
sir,
then
it's 180 questions, sir.
180
questions.
Only. So no change, correct?
No change.
Yeah, actually I got carried away by one AI picture produced by somebody without reviewing, and without reviewing, I adapted it. It is my foolishness. Okay, Sam, is the eco document ready?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Where did you posted it?
It's in the email. Can I share or otherwise?
Yeah, you can also share.
It's there in your email.
Okay.
Inbox. Third one, top 3.
Yeah, okay. Keep our PFD also open, Sam.
Yeah, yes, sir. It's ready.
Okay. Right. So this is the new eco. Probably we'll have discussion, then only it will be interesting. Otherwise, it is not relevant to you. In fact, it is mainly for your mentoring, your subordinates and others. Okay, it is July 2026 PMP exam update. Okay, all this introduction you can go through later. But let me just add this one paragraph. With the emergence of several trends in profession previously unaddressed in PMP certification exam, such as artificial intelligence and sustainability, it was critical that PMI evaluate the impact of these trends on the professional practice expectations. These trends were used as inputs to the job task analysis. As an outcome of that, they bring this echo to validate their relevance and correlation of tasks included in the exam. Okay, validation ensures that each exam measures most critical and frequently performed elements of the project management profession in terms of realistic work settings. Okay, so others are basically routine. People 33, process 41, business environment 26. And we need to understand this. Approximately 40% of the items will represent predictive project management approaches, while the remaining 60% will be divided between adaptive, agile, and hybrid approach. Okay, remember this equation 40-60. Okay, so that is one thing. We need to keep that in mind. These things are routine. Let me go. Yeah. Okay, let's have a quick review. We have only 15 minutes. People domain, develop common vision. I guess it was there. Or leadership, it was there. Manage conflict, repeat. Lead project team, repeat. Engage stakeholders, repeat. Align stakeholder expectation, repeat. Manage stakeholder expectation, repeat. Help endure knowledge transfer, repeat. Plan and manage communication, repeat. Okay. So they brought into 8 tasks. Okay. From 14 tasks that were before. Okay. So we need to go into the depth. Okay. But what my guess is, develop project team, all those things are bridged into leadership. Okay, lead project team. Okay, now let's read it. Empower team, it was there as a separate task. Solve problem, represent voice of team. Support team, it was there as a separate task. Okay, then define appropriate leadership style. Lead, it is summary. Estimate clear roles and responsibilities. So this is how they bridged it, but number of tasks are 7. And things like emotional intelligence, still it is integral part of it. So we need to look at it where they bridged into this loop. Okay. And I mean, people literally, it is the same. It is realigned. Process. Okay, this is where you will see shift between process to business environment. Okay, let's look at it. Develop an integrated project management plan. Okay, which has a lot of sub-elements. Developing approach, that is life cycle, execution strategy, estimate work effort and resource requirement. Okay, like that. Okay, they have brought into integrated project plan development. Manage project scope. Help ensure value-based delivery. Okay, identified as a separate task with the value focus. Value components with the key stakeholder, prioritize work, assess opportunities to deliver value incrementally, examine business value throughout the project, verify measurement system metrics in place to track benefit, etc. Plan and manage resources, same. Plan and manage procurement. you see so many tasks around procurement. That means they have to read both this body of knowledge, including the appendix. Okay, you see a lot of practices: plan procurement, execute procurement, selected different types of contract, evaluate vendor performance, etc., etc. Negotiation strategy, all these things are brought into it. Plan and manage finances, same. Plan and optimize quality of products and deliverables. Okay, embed quality into the system. So that means it will be part of scope largely, because you will see product and delivery part of scope, which includes quality as well. Okay, so that is the part. Plan and manage schedule, plan and manage, evaluate project status. Okay, as part of monitoring and measuring. So here they brought measure, analyze, update metrics. They brought it, manage project closure. Okay, so this is what that they brought in past a process. I think the interesting thing will be to look at the business environment. You see, define and establish project governance, which was there earlier as part of process. I'm very clear, and that has come into business environment. Plan and manage project compliance. It was there, now also it is there. Manage and control changes. This was part of process, which is there in the first governance domain, that is brought into it as a separate task. That is why 8% is increased to 26%. Remove impediments and manage issues. Okay, first part is part of people skill. Second part is part of process skill. Okay, both were brought into business environment. Okay, because it could come from internal, external. So they find it as this is more of a business skill project manager should have. Plan and manage risk. Again, it is not as, I mean, it is a performance domain, but at the same time, from a domain, exam domain perspective, it is business environment. Okay, you see clearly two knowledge areas are added. Integration or governance is added into it, and risk is added into it. And then part of people is added into it. So all of them put together, 8% is increased to 26%. Okay, maybe if we do little more research, we can do the exact calculation and then arrive at how they brought into it. Continuous improvement was there earlier as a fifth task, but it was not stressed in the eco. Okay, now it is explicitly brought out here. Support organizational change was there, is there now also. Evaluate external business environment changes. It was there before, now also it is there. So 4 is increased to 8. But 8% is moved into 26% because of the weight of the task. Okay, 2 full knowledge areas are added. So that means obviously 20% of process percentage should go. Earlier 50%, now 40%, 10% will go. And then some part of people added, all of them put together, it become 26%. I think there are only 2-3 aspiring people. They will get a lot more into it, but for all the certified PMPs, this oversight is good enough, I believe. Okay, we just wanted to launch with you all one small thing. Actually, we are developing a AI tutored exam prep. Okay, to support people in their preparation for exam. I want Sam to take a 5 minutes walkthrough just to get a glimpse of it. Why I am doing this is if anyone is interested in testing this app, please express your interest in the your comments when you give the feedback. We will give you, because it will be a paid app, and we will give you a free access for a limited period to learn and test how it is. Okay. Sam, over to you.
Yeah, sure, sir. You can hear me, right? So this is the home login page of this application, what you are seeing. Let me just give you a quick intro. I'm sorry, navigation of it. You'll see on the top right corner, we have the lessons wise learnings, followed by mock exams, practice texts, performance, etc. So it gives an opportunity for us to go read lesson by lesson and take exam, and also as per the practice tests as well. So let me just click on the lessons, and you'll see on the top. So currently, um, as one user, I have got only these 3 lessons for me. Moving forward, everybody will get all the lessons. On the top, each lesson, what is the percentage of our learnings, and also the testing will be seen here. I'll just quickly see, these are all my lessons. Every lesson has got so and so question numbers, and given some timings, 1 minute each for every question. Okay, I'll just go and yeah, click on test. Okay, it will allow us to either go and learn module and then the test module. See, learn module gives you the same way, the same questions. We structured this as per the presentation slide deck. Okay, what we present during the sessions. So slide by slide, it covers all the topics, every definition, input, output, tools, and techniques, and yeah, so other explanations. But now let me just take you to the test mode. Okay, directly I launch the test. So I'll click on start testing. So it'll take us to the questions. On the left hand side, we can see all the questions, and then here the timer is on. Okay, so I'll just read some of them and then submit and see how tool helps us in reviewing the question. So during project initiation, a stakeholder expresses concern about unclear project boundaries. What should the project manager do first? So we've got some options. Okay. Let me just pick up one, option C, and then go next. You can flag it. Okay. So you'll see the status here, your current submission. Have you answered or not visited, flagged. Okay. So you'll get to see count as well. So we moved on to the second question. So you read the question and then give the answer. So we have already also given some, let me just skip this. We have multi-select as well. Okay. 2 questions. Okay. Currently, I'm not able to see, but you'll soon have, I mean, as you go forward, you'll get 2 questions as a right answers, 2 options as right answers to be given, where we gave the check boxes for those questions. Okay. Senior leadership launches a strategic program to expand into global markets. The project is initiated to build a new digital platform supporting this strategy. How does project, how does this project most align with organizational strategy? So we need to identify the keywords from the question and then go and give your answer and then click next. So it will automatically save and next. The option is answers will be registered and then it will take us to the next question. All right, so let me just select randomly and then only when I submit, I'll get to see the review and also rework on all the wrong questions. Okay, that is the most, I mean, that's the advantage out of this. So let me just submit and it says, okay, only 4% is completed. So review quick answers. So the moment I clicked, okay, so I got the review here, 2 right answers. Okay, and then 48 incorrect. So I can directly go and look at whatever the question that I have answered first. Okay, and then it says the answer is document high level scope in the project charter, because I just taken it is in the initiation stage. Okay. I mean, during the initiation, we've got all those concerns, so which we will be detailed into the detailed scope. So that's the answer. So the charter defines high-level boundaries and must be completed before detailed planning. So we have taken up as part of detailed planning, high-level planning in the project charter, and then we'll take it to the planning, detailed planning, the scope. But if you still need, I'll go to the wrong answer and then check with the analysis. Okay, it says a team wants to understand how to manage risk, schedule, cost, communication throughout project lifecycle. Which component of the picture supports this? I just said project characteristics, but the right answer is knowledge areas. Right. So if you click sample example on the right hand side, this is the AI enabled. So an AI tutor will talk to us. We don't need to type it, specifically. Okay, it also allows you to type. But for a just quick review, I can just click on. I'll say, give me a simple example explanation. I'll click on it. It takes the same question whatever we are in, and accordingly it generates the its description and then the content out of that particular topic. Okay, it gives the detailed explanation here. Okay, and further if you want any explanation, so you can ask, okay, give example, right? And moreover, this other thing is, if you need a specific domain example for us to better understand our domain related examples, we can mention here. Okay, give me an example on construction, give me an example on any of your domains. So that gives. And if I need any comparison between these options, I'll just use analogy, click on it, and then that gives why the other three options are wrong, and it supports what is this current option. Okay, see, should I explain? Okay, it is asking other things. So think of project knowledge area like specialized domain in a restaurant. So it started giving you examples. That is one greatest advantage of this. And yeah, so see, this in fact teaches us as a on-demand tutor. So you can ask questions on any given content and topic.
I think probably I'll add a little bit more. So in the learning mode, it will be very preliminary. They can just go topic by topic, and then there also they can test themselves, but at the same time learn on the right side. Test is time boxed. Okay, they can go through one cycle of test. During the test, we also intend to provide, in case there are about 40-50 questions, if they want a break, they can take a break and then do that. And in the mock exam, it is going to be strictly like PMI mock 180 questions, 240 minutes. After 60 questions, they can take a break of 10 minutes, give a pause, and go back for the next. So we are trying to exactly do the simulation. There is a question on where is the source. Okay, good question. The source, there are two kind of sources. One is the learning test and exam are prepared by ProVentures based on the syllabus and etc. The questions and all were prepared. Right answer also was prepared by us. And then we have basically loaded into it. On the right side, AI tutor, we don't feed any information to AI tutor, but we only draw the boundary. For example, while they are adding this question, hey, what is special today in Hyderabad city? Okay, if you ask a question, okay, it will say that I'm so sorry. So this is something outside the boundary of my tutor. Okay, so that kind of boundary is drawn at different levels, but otherwise this tutor will basically pull data from all authentic sources and then give you the explanation. Prashant was heavily involved, and I don't know, our consultant who developed it is part of this seminar. But we intend to bring this over a period of time all. Okay, probably our PFMP, PGMP guys are there in the call. We also want to bring that into all the exams of PMI. So that's the desire. PGMP, probably early April, it will be available, Brahmaji. So when you go for exam, I guess I'll be able to do that. Okay, this is just a glimpse. Still, the beta development is going on. Probably say April first week, we will open it for pilot. Okay, we want to do a pilot, take customer feedback, make corrections, and then release it as a paid app. Okay, so if anyone is interested in testing, just as a time pass, also you can test because you're all well equipped people. We will give you authorization to test the PMP app. Based on the number of hours you test, we'll also give you PDUs. Okay, it will be a free app for you for a month or so, and then number of hours will give you that. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Sweta. So, in fact, you are the first audience outside ProVentures. We are communicating to you. We have not even published any LinkedIn post also on this. It's happening. So, thank you very much. And yeah, over to Ratna. Sorry, Ratna. We have taken 5 minutes extra.
No problem. No problem, sir. All right. So thank you, everyone. So for staying up till the end. So I'm sure you all would have got a good glimpse through of the new Eco 2026 and also about PMBOK 8th edition. So thank you. It was highly interactive. So we have to really thank our people here. So you people made this very interactive, and 2 hours just passed by. So we didn't feel anywhere that it is taking time. So thank you so much, everyone. We have given the feedback form in the link. So please take time, submit the feedback. You can also mention in the comment whether you would be interested to try this app out. So that also you can mention. And the next week we will be sharing your PDU certificate, and also we'll reach out to you regarding this app. So the feedback link is in the chat. So please submit. And meanwhile, if any of you want to share anything, you can do that.
Yeah, basically we'll be interested in how this, because this 80% Delta X, definitely we need to reach out to more certified PMPs and others. So any feedback on the webinar as well as on the app also, if you have any questions and other things. I mean, due to paucity of time, we have just given a little bit. But once the application is ready, we will launch an exclusive webinar on PMP Exam Edge itself. So where you can come and we'll do the complete navigation. Probably before we do the pilot launch, we'll do one more workshop and you can visit again. So that will be a shorter version, probably 1 hour workshop, and then we will do that.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thanks all. PS, do you have a minute? I have a question actually.
Yeah, very much.
On this, the new edition, is there what impact do you see on the program management and particularly on certification point of view? Do you see anything?
Good question, Brahmaji. Very little. In fact, they have done a lot of backward integration rather than forward integration. Okay, what has been already addressed in PGMP and partly PFMP, they have incorporated in PMP. So whether, for example, initiation planning is part of integration management or governance, it has nothing to do with program management.
Program management, yep.
Yeah, in fact, from program and portfolio management, it is more governance matters more than integration management. So you will see that these are quality assurance remains quality assurance only. There is no change. Okay.
But
So,
yeah, exam point of view, there won't be any.
Nothing. Absolutely
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah. Can we get a copy of these slides?
We will send it across. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll make it downloadable. When you download the certificate, you can also download this deck. Thank you, Vanakuru.
Thanks.
I didn't see you in the beginning. Thanks a lot for attending this. Ravi Vanakuru is one of the very well-known faculty and good friend of us.
No, I'm attending my guru's seminar.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir, for the great session, as always. I think this is giving us a wonderful insight into what's upcoming, in the world of project management. And definitely with the AI bits being covered, I think it's looking all prepared. So thank you for sharing the glimpse on that.
Thank you.
And I look forward to working together with the Proventus team on the app. So happy to test it out.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay.
Devotion, sir.
Yes, Binay.
Yeah,
Vijay.
I have a question.
Sorry.
Yeah, though it is not exactly relevant with today's session, but I have a question that as AI is being introduced in project management heavily, as you are seeing in the new PMBOK also, are the PMP professionals losing their relevance?
I would say their job becomes much more easier, so they can do more, pay attention on people. Okay, become a better leaders and then better creators. Project is a temporary endeavor to create unique. Okay, so they can basically reduce their mundane efforts. Okay, with the help of AI, definitely. Okay, I mean, I don't want to be biased to project manager, but by definition, operation is an ongoing endeavor that involves repetitive. So that is where probably some threats may come. Project is a temporary endeavor to create something unique. So any developments come to make our job easier will make our project more successful. It will not make our job irrelevant.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, definitely no.
No, actually, there is a rising concern in the market. Recently, just 2 months back, I attended a PMP seminar in Calcutta, West Bengal chapter. So it was also a question and concern among most of the PMPs who have done their PMPs 2, 3 years, 5 years back. So, and also in the prospect of job scenario, especially in India, that not very much scopes are coming like the previous. So that's why my question is
No, it's myth. I'm telling you, it is a myth. See, who will be in jeopardy or threat? People who did PMP just for a certificate, probably they will be the first one to lose the job. Okay, if you have done PMP, understanding the logic, principles, application, you will enjoy with AI. You should attend some of our recent PMP workshops. Okay, we help the aspirants to understand the real kind of essence of being a project manager. At the same time, ease them in terms of documentation and other things. Okay, just with the prompt, how you can quickly build an initial risk register, how you can do a lot more in terms of dependency analysis. I'm telling you, it will be a good executive assistant for every project manager. But the thing is, the project manager should adapt. Okay, how to use and see if they don't adapt, AI will be a threat. If they adapt, AI will be a wonderful assistant.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Very nice insight. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ramana, you have something to say?
Yeah. Make some observations. I used to remember the days where we used to struggle to go through the entire PMBOK, put a lot of effort. And like it was mentioned also in the ECO, the processes are now made less rigid. That's what it is saying.
Correct.
But we have to go through the grind of remembering all the inputs, processes, the process for all the process groups, the inputs, the tools and techniques and outputs, and see also how they are linked to the other various processes in other domains. So all those, I think I remember ProVentures making a very big sheet connecting all the processes. Is that still valid or?
We have redrawn with 8th edition.
And
yeah, we have done it with that. Yeah.
Okay. And you have given distributed free in one of the webinars also, which we have attended earlier. The entire big sheet we used to paste it in our workrooms. How the process are all interlinked and all those things.
Now the same picture is looking great because number of domains, performance domains reduced to 7, processes reduced to 40. So the picture is still beautiful now.
But sir, what I feel is so much stress on the AI and other things. Will it not dilute the concepts the project manager needs to have initially? Because I remember you people linking the PMBOK processes to the MS project tool. I also remember the template what you people have made. How it is linked to the various process groups in the PMBOK, and how do we look into the risk? For example, the risks, how they are captured into the MS project tool and all those things. What I'm trying to say is that it was closely aligned. The tool and the process, what we are trying to learn, they're very closely aligned. And once you get a mastery over the tool, it's as good as getting a mastery over the
PMBOK.
PMBOK. So all those things are missing. That's what I feel. Because the stress is more on the AI. If you just command AI, it will give a schedule for a particular project. For a construction project with a defined thing, it will give a schedule.
Yeah, see, it's like this. No, once mobile came, okay, my wife mobile number also I forgot.
No, that's true. We need to get adapted to the changes, but I'm feeling a bit sad saying that all those things we are missing in the early grind, whatever we had to undergo through to develop the tool, because those are all the solid foundations, I believe.
Yeah,
that will help you to.
So, so the point here is, Ramana, when we say that a lot of hard work, memory power that were used earlier, now that becomes like a kind of, it comes on a platter to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So, how are we going to replace our memory with new things? Okay. That is what I was telling earlier for Bijay. Okay, how we need to adapt. So otherwise we will become redundant and we will become obsolete. So we have to see what is that new thing that we are going to adapt. Okay, in the old grinding mill, what is that new thing that we are going to put? If we don't do that, we will be difficult.
No, I can understand. Adaptability is the key thing. We need to adapt or we'll get outdated or become redundant. That is the key thing.
Correct.
But often I feel sad seeing that the entire thing is being done by AI or something tool. So the entire we used to struggle a lot.
You look at it
schedule.
now that test review or mock review. How many people reviewed before? I tell them, you review, open the book, go to that section, what you have understood wrong. But now, if I click, give simple explanation, give an analogy, everything it gives. If I ask, hey, just giving a cookery example to sequence the activities, my AI tool will give.
Anyway, it was nice connecting with you. And I have one more point to raise. So people who have got certified on the very older versions. For example, I think I got certified in the year 2007.
Okay.
I think it was 4th or 5th edition. I don't remember correctly. Now we are in the stage of 8th edition. That's what. So how do we get updated ourselves onto that? Only by reading through the entire PMBOK, or do we need to go?
I mean, if you think it will make sense, basically we can expand this or position no differences, delta X. Okay, 8th edition overview, 8 hours workshop. Okay, with some kind of activity oriented. We can do that as a PDU part. Okay, a good feedback. We will take it up. Okay. Thank you. I think this is one workshop people have stayed back more than 20 minutes. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
I
So
don't
I
want
hope
to
all of
drag
you have
you.
submitted the feedback. So please,
Yeah.
it is there in the chat. Then only we'll be able to process your PDU certificate. That is very important. So please do submit. We will be in touch with you with the PDU certificate in the following week. So I'm again posting it here. So please take time and submit. So whoever have submitted, so thank you so much for staying back, and looking forward to see you all again soon in another webinar. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Good night,
Thank you, sir.
everyone.
Thank you.